Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Trips them up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Grabs him. Takes a trip. The throw misses. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can't tech the throw. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player two down to the wire. And they can't squander this punish counter chance. Target locked and the big play does it. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. Big low reaching heavy. Throw misses. The jump in is denied. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both fighters planning something? Max effort experiencing burnout. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're not dead. This fight's not over. Player two, KO. Player one played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Well-timed command throw there. Still slugging it out here. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player one can't let their drive gauge. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner with them. Down to the wire. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Goes for the super art. Gets the jump in. Where's their opening? Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both players KO! Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hit them with a stop and bop. A little too greedy there. Blocks the ambiguous crossout. Spot on blocking. Player one is in burnout. Drives off target locked and scoop. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps, boom goes the dynamite. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Sets up with the jump in. Big time win. SBK hit. Opts for the critical art. It's the Sunset Ranka. We're gonna see what a beast Chun-Li is with their feet here.
I can do this all day.
Player no critical art now. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
No remorse.
Oh, they got him.
Bullshit.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Sees the overhead coming. Player one out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Still plenty of time left. Going in, fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Both fighters desperately want neither here. Walls flat into the guard break. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. Oh, here we go. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Getting up close and personal. Burns out. No! Stand off the wall! Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 could brain on this fighter to fish for the counter in that situation. They knew the throw was coming. Medium kick. Both of them back off. They may be compared. Oh my God, this fighter's got the perfect read. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Adds a bit of OD spice. Sees the overhead coming. Smart play with the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Had the radar up and running. Okay, they trade hits. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Sticks the combo. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. With the throw. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Double lariat, and now? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Big opportunity now in this corner. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Player 2 holding on, reads the jump in perfectly. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Impact squashed. Are we going to see a comeback here? Doing some quick planning? Uses their drive gauge. Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. What's next? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Reads the throw and escapes. Dangerous range here. They push their way out of the corner. Hits the drive. Blocks the look. What a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Rattles them with a spinning bird. This is a bad situation. All the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. This is gonna hurt. Nothing stops this train. There's the burnout. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, we're going full third strike with a callback Hyoku set. Raw super art incoming. Connects with the throw. They are in a real big closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Misses the drive impact. You do not want to whip an impact. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Decides to meet them in the air. Jumps up. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. With the impact. Was looking for that jump attack. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Gets them with the anti-air. Connects with medium kick. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. A quick breather. Corrects them! And they create an opportunity for themselves. Sets up with the jump in there! Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The impact doesn't do anything. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Trips him up. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to plant them with a pile drive. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps. Oh, the throw connects. What'll happen? Just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Starts with a jump in. The cross-up connects. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throw whips. Oh! Reads the throw and shuts it down. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Reads them. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Taking stock. Medium kick hits. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That drive impact is blocked. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Denied. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Matt hits him with a stopping block. Spinning bird kick. Looking to impress with this super. Hits the Soten Ranka. She's gonna give them a rabid beatdown for some serious damage. Meets them air to air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still pop? Stunned! They gotta get in there. They couldn't tech the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Oh, whiffs the grab. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Does a good job of pushing back. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Decides to meet them in the air. Got their eye on the air. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits them with a stop and bop. Jumps up, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. A quick breather. They trade hits, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Finishes it with the anti-air. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. Final looking to plant him with a pile driver. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the... That's gonna leave him rattled. Spends the meter. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1, will this super art do anything? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super.
Let's go!
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Hits them with a stop and bop. Target locked and scoop. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Fireball from very long range. What's next? Fires without warning. Player 1 has the life advantage. Going in? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. What a reaction to go air to air. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until they're experiencing burnout. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jump? Oh, here we go. A jump in? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Hits the drive. A jump hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Big gauge, this can lead to some big damage. What's next? Will this super art do anything? All in with a rush. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Burns out. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. A jump? Flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Right to, oh, what's this? Scores a big punish counter with that opening drive impact shot. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Timely side push there, which will let him go on the attack. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Reads that. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Were they baiting them into that? Target locked and scoop. No escaping that. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump hits them with a stop and bomb. Rattles them with a spinning jump. It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hayoku-sen. Players, hold your breath. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
You're a great test dummy.
Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing. Rusts that off and keeps going. Player digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Serving them a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Reaches out with big-time whip. Life Leaders doesn't tech and throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
I'm coming.
Hits them with a stop and bomb. Play hugs nothing but air. Player, this is gonna hurt. Knocked him out of the air. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Tapped him on the dome. Player 1 isn't turning it right up with a super. What were they thinking? Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Amazing. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. They are not getting close to each other. Player 2 can't let the anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable life lead is a what? What? What a sick punish counter! Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Heavy punch sends them flying, brushes that off and keeps going. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? The low kick is blocked. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Overdrive arc gives moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knockdown. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Throws them to negate the block. Looking to plant them with a pile drive. The big play does it. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge. A super art? Player 2. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Spinning bird kick. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Breaks the block with a throw. The throw leaves them wide open. Our fighters are at a stand. Just goes for it at this range. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Both fighters planning something? Jumps up. Ooh, does them dirty. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Pack your bags. Oh, they got him! Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sneaks in above. Good job blocking the jumpers. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? No go for the throw. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can they outlast it? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 chases them down. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Gets the jump in. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Throws them to negate the block. Not having the cross up. Spot on blocking. This boom goes the dynamite. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Both hit them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Pulls out the big guns with a Sultan roundhouse. I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes. Going in? Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Barely blocks KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Drive time. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Knockdown. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. From up above. Hits them with a stop and pop. Jumps. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until they, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps up, gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. That's gonna leave him rattled. It's too much. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Both fighters, ooh, hits them with a stop and pop. Super hard on deck for both fighters. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Lands the super art. They gotta keep pushing. Both sides getting ready. Burns out. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with clutch anti-air.
Are you serious?
A jump knocked them out of the air. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What are they gonna do? They are in a drops them from the air. Jumps. Noticeable life. That's gonna leave them rattled. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Answers with a fireball. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw the fighter play out of his goddamn mind there. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Shows off the turn, pumps the brakes on the impact, goes to the air. Hits him with a stop and pop. Spinning bird kick. Sticks the combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Was looking for that jump attack. Snipes him out the air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Parries the projectile. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with the full. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Spinning, uses the gauge for a super arm. Is this early super? Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. How will they utilize this? Player two, they're going for the super art. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Big throws. Going in. Oh, what's this? And whiffs. They're wide open. Screw foul driver. There's no escape. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Sets up with the jump in. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up, reach out, and hug him? Oh, they got him. Player one made all the right moves. And this experience is only going to make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blocks the low heavy. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What are they thinking here? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of range. The super armor does its job. Can't tech the throw. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Gets the jump in. Experiencing burnout. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are barely alive. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Shoots off a fireball up close. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? Reads their mind and techs the throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Hits them with a stop and pop. Target locked and scoop. Dashes. Both fighters planning something. Dashes forward. Barely blocks the jump in. Sneaks in above. Experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Knockdown and a super art. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Goes for the jackhammer. Unpack your bags. But it's too much. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.